Hello everybody, welcome back to my Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Azata playthrough. We're just here at our court, where we ended off last time. I just did some quick gear management. I also spent a bit...
Smile. Not ending.
Oh, just realised I had this not coming through the headphones. I also spent some time just kind of reorganising all of these spell slots to maybe make them a bit more manageable.
We'll make things right.
It can get quite messy if left on its own. We've got Quicken. Yeah, I guess we'll put the Reach one there as well. Again, we have to try and remember when to turn them on. Most likely I'll forget, but it's better to have them on when we need them rather than just automatically on at the start and of the combat. Oh, where's the Steamer army approaching from? Is it just that one still? That's fine. I think we have an ability to recruit. We can recruit Azatas now. Or we should be able to in a bit anyway. So that's the logistics. Okay, that's a dip. Let's do the development of the Art of War, as we can do that now. We should be able to anyway. Maybe it's just taking a while to load in. Okay, let's go back to the campaign. We might as well just skip the day and let the military one finish. Visit the court and talk to Aranka. We literally just left the court. Cheers for that, Aranka. It's a bit frustrating. Okay, we're going to move the army down here, won't we? And go on the offensive in this area. This army is just waiting for this demon horde to approach. It's strong enough to handle it, or it should be in theory anyway. We could recruit. Oh, we've got a ton of money, so yeah, we'll definitely recruit some. Oh, hold on. Bellow fighters. They're slingers. Okay. I would like the. I want to have some. Do some of this in a role playing. With more of a role playing attitude to the armies. So I think anything to do with the Azata playthrough will automatically put through on our main army. We'll probably replace the wizards for them, I think. And then where's the other one that we had? They're there. Where's the other army that we have that has horses in them? Up here. Okay. You go and join up with them. Okay, I'll have them come and meet you. We've got too many armies to manage at the moment. You paladins, you can just come and sit here. There's not much that you can do on your own. Okay. I think I'm gonna go down and do... the Old Sarkorian Mines. I'm trying to figure out where the... we have the what are they called? The Hell Knights. The Hell Knights visited us and told us they were camping out somewhere, but I'm not sure if that's actually a location that we've been given, or if it's something we'll randomly come across or we'll be invited to later. I'm not sure. Okay, let's just go into Dresden first. So I think we haven't talked to Greybore since we finished the dragon hunt, have we? Maybe we should go and check up on him while we're here. And then I think we'll head out with Lann, and it's quite a long trek back to Kenabres, but we can teleport back fairly quickly. Irabeth, Commander, unexpected reinforcements have arrived. Not from the Queen this time. These are volunteers. A group of Kelid barbarians has come, all of them seasoned fighters. They wish to serve under your command. This tribe seems to have a bone to pick with the demons. They believe that ravaging Sarkoris made the demons the personal enemies of all the peoples of the north. They are proud that you're a human, just like them. They said that as soon as they heard about your deeds in Kenabres and Dresden, they knew that a true chief had finally come. Get some extra barbarians. We don't need finance points. Yeah, we'll get some extra barbarians. Of course, I'll let them join my army. As you say, Commander, the recruits will be at your disposal shortly. Who's this? Oh, Captain Odin. Commander, we've managed to defeat Kurasmaden's host. The remnants of his armies have retreated to lick their wounds, and we must use this opportunity to go on the offensive. But right now our army is not fully prepared to begin such an expansion. The farther we advance into enemy territory, the more we'll need strong and mobile cavalry. I propose we replenish our forces with light cavalrymen. Mendev could offer us plenty. Selena, or Sela. There are many lone paladins on Golarion, like me, who travel and help the needy. Shall we call them to our aid? Cavalry is a crucial element of the army, says Regil. One that's difficult to replace. Mendevian knights often sacrifice their defence in honour for offensive power, and it is time to put an end to this wastefulness. All riders must be encased in heavy cuirassier armour so as to avoid unnecessary losses. Oh, Greybull's here. In my long and productive life, I've taken assignments involving knights, nomads and other targets who enjoy prancing about on horses. And let me tell you, the hardest of those targets were hedge knights. They are true dogs of war who don't have a homeland. But what they do have is experience and a sharp blade. If you need cavalry, I say they're your guys. Ulbrig. Cavalry. Now they're always a serious threat on the battlefield. And not just riders on horseback. The fiercest fighters out of all the cavalry I've ever seen are the wolf riders from the Verduran forest. Maybe we could try to recruit them. Greybull, you're not a soldier. What are you doing here? Greybull puffs his pipe and, after a short pause, says with dignity, True, I'm not a soldier. However, I have a better understanding of killing than most. Besides, the fact that I'm not a professional soldier means I can offer you a fresh perspective and give you advice that would never occur to a career officer. I want to hear the opinions of my advisors. Everyone looks at you expectantly. Sela, what advantages do paladins offer? The gods have blessed them with strength, protected them against darkness and corruption. They spend their whole lives training and performing great deeds. Destroying evil is what they live for, and it's what they do better than anyone. Regil, why do you advocate for this is a weird word to say. Cuirassiers? There is a certain breed of fighter who thinks that the glory they win on the battlefield justifies any amount of risk. That may be acceptable for them, but it is not acceptable for their commanding officers. Wasting cavalry in daring attacks only saps the strength of our own army. We must see to it that all riders are equipped with the best armour, the kind that will provide the highest chance of survival on the battlefield. I would also advise against recruiting any glory seekers or protectors of high ideals to serve as our cavalry, for the aforementioned reasons. Captain Odin prims his lips and says forcefully, "The riders of Mendev aren't accustomed to fearing for their hides. Your demands, Regil, may lead them to believe that you don't trust them, or even worse, suspect them of cowardice." I'll see as you spoke up. Captain Odin, what are the benefits of light cavalry? Light cavalry may be inferior to knights as far as equipment quality goes, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Firstly, the lightness of the armour gives them manoeuvrability, and secondly, many noble offspring who have battle skills and a fast horse but can't afford expensive armour will gladly answer our call, eager to earn glory with their feats. So long as they don't flee the battlefield first on those very same fast horses. They're lovers of glory and easy victories. Okay, Greyboar, what makes hedge knights so good in battle? I once had a contract to kill a highborn baron. A famed warrior never went anywhere without an escort. So I prepared an ambush for his entourage on a forest road, in the dark. The screams of that baron when he and his horse fell into the spike pit. And above him, there was a slaughter going on. I showed myself, split open the head of the nearest guard, and darted into the bushes. They followed, right into my traps. Crossbows, wooden stakes sticking out of the ground, all sorts of things. Arrows flying about, everyone shouting. They made such a racket they scared themselves. They thought they'd been hit by a whole gang of assailants. In any case, the knights who served the Baron because of their oath got the jitters and bolted, even his kin. But the 2 hedge knights he hired fought like wild beasts. Those were worthy opponents indeed. It's simple. They know that if they don't win, they don't get a single coin. Hedge knights are seasoned folk. They've been around, dangerous too. They fight for victory and gold, not for honour or glory. They don't care if their tactics are cheap. If they can kill the enemy, they will. I doubt the people you've described even have the right to call themselves knights. I'm not keen on fighting side by side with someone who sees the Crusades as a chance to make a fortune. Ulbrich, who are the Wolf Riders? The Viridian Forest is a perilous place, and the people who live there are harsh folk. They're almost like us. They fight against all kinds of wild fare, overgrown bugs and other oglins. One of the groups that live in that forest is a halfling tribe. That what the gods denied them in stature, they more than made up for in furiosity. And they're wolf riders. They're like beasts astrided beasts. The point is, they're well used to cutting off oglin heads in their forest. They'll fit right in here. A warrior's size is no obstacle to prowess by any means, but the notion of wolves as mounts does not stand up to scrutiny. They cannot wear any proper armour, and without it, their first battle will be their last. Everything's clear to me now. I'm tempted by the... could do hedge... I'm tempted by the Wolf Riders. I don't think we have any mounted scouts anyway, so... The main stables provide a weekly recruitment of Wolf Riders. Yeah, we'll go for the Wolf Riders. They sound fun. We'll invite the Wolf Riders from the Verduran Forest into our army. These halflings are not to be messed with. When they go out onto the battlefield, they'll tear the oglins to shreds. With that, this meeting of the Military Council is adjourned. I will brief the officers on the expected reinforcements immediately, and see to it that our available stables are expanded and properly refitted. Wolf Riders sounds like much more fun to me. Okay. Let's go to the inn. This isn't the inn I meant. Oh, didn't we hear about some hidden treasure from these people? Can't remember any of the details now. Nenio's not got anything to say. They told us about hidden treasure and we were meant to find it ourselves. I have no idea where to start. Oh, Crusade Chronicles. I learned something from this book. Nice. What did we learn? This book grants you plus 10 hit points. Well, that's something to sneeze at.
Always watch your back.
That's just a good upgrade all round, really, isn't it? Okay. Oh, I need to get the red salamander ring, don't I? Or I'd like to, anyway. You got anything to say? No, I already talked to you, didn't I? Nothing new to say, anyway. Greyball, how you doing? Now you're officially part of our team. Greyball nods to you politely. As always, wisps of sweet smoke rise from his pipe. Can I help you, Commander? What do you think of your new powers? The dwarf glances at his hands. They're strong and firm and abnormally lean for his race. A nice bonus. My career is in for an upturn. Who knows, maybe one day I'll pull off a truly mythical job. A deity or a demon lord or something of that sort. Do you like working for me? After some thought, the dwarf offers you a slight smile. Yes, I like you, Commander. You don't keep me from doing what I do. You don't try to preach at me, and you act with precision and competence. I respect that. Tell me about your craft. Like any master of his craft, I can talk for hours about the subtleties of my trade and my finest works. Or would you prefer to test me yourself? What's the most important thing in an assassin's work? Greyball chuckles. The first rule of an assassin. Bring the head back with you. Seriously though, tactics and equipment are what matters. The winner isn't the strongest, but the one who strikes first. As long as that's also last. When I get a job, I don't rush into things. Let the victim know they're being hunted. Let them reinforce their guards, trust no one, and fall into paranoia. Only when the victim is exhausted, at the end of their tether, do I come in and to wish them sweet dreams. It might sound funny, but believe me, no one's laughing in that room. You must value your reputation a great deal. Greyball nods with dignity. Of course. In my line of work, reputation is everything. It keeps away the random fools who are looking for a fight, and the right people know I can be trusted. Anyone who has no care for their reputation is no better than a frog-eating kobold. There's no doing business with those hacks. The best you can do is use them for a job and then kill them afterwards. Whereas I, as a professional with a name, demand respect from my client. Do you worship any of the gods? It's my family's way to worship Torag, but he's not my god. Many craftsmen venerate Torag, and I consider my work a craft. But Torag's priests also say he abhors murder. Either way, I name another god as my patron, Norgabur, the god of dark and unlawful actions. He and I, we have an understanding. Norgabur Blackfingers is my patron. Unlike many of the other gods, he himself was once mortal, which makes him honest. His teachings are built upon the grim truths of the streets that raised me. Norgabur will not try to fool you. He will never demand that you achieve perfection. After all, everyone knows that he is not perfect himself. Countless psychopaths and other scum worship him too. Butchers who've conducted mass murders call him Father Skinsore. Boneheaded street vermin thank the Grey Master for a bunch of coins they've managed to wrest away from a passerby. And, of course, the most despicable of them all, those who praise Norgabur as the reaper of reputation, those disgusting rotten rats, politicians. Tell me about your best murder. The most difficult one was a professor at the Clockwork Cathedral in Absalom. The very existence of this wizard mechanic was a secret, and almost nobody knew his face or his name. Hunting him down was a symphony of violence and hard tactics. I had to sneak through his secret underground palace that looked like a wind-up doll house put together by a psychopath. No rational mind could have invented such intricate traps. And there were mechanical cutlass spiders everywhere. They nearly took 2 fingers and an ear. The professor was a dangerous bloke. Day after day and night he wore a deadly mechanism as a sort of armour, which made him look like an 8-legged, steam-spewing winged monster. But I came prepared. A tomb raider from Osirian taught me how to avoid the traps. And I opened up his armoured suit with a lick-toed goblin sword. It's not even a sword, more like a giant can opener. They use them to pull fallen knights from their armour to devour later. But I digress. I tore open his armour and saw his true form. Don't ask me what it was. I'll just say it was very unexpected. The mechanic went berserk and attacked me with incredible force. He was too much for me, and I had to flee. The fool thought he'd won until he realised I'd reassembled all his traps into a giant death machine. 2 minutes after I escaped, his palace turned into a cloud of dust. Without his immaculate armour, my mark was sent on his merry way to, well, I suppose he's on a plane for broken golems and music boxes.
Are you haunted by remorse at all?
Not at all. I've met a lot of good people, but many of them had a generous price on their heads. Everyone is a thorn in someone else's side. For some reason, folks imagine the good lads have fair right to ruin the lives of the bad ones and not the other way around. But it's only the morals of the majority that determines who's good and who's a villain, and those morals shift every day. I've been to many different places, talked to many different people, and the morals are different everywhere.
So we're not going to lecture him. He did just say he liked us for not lecturing him. We can go for the chaotic. Some people just have to die, and sooner the better. I'm sure you've killed a lot more scumbags than good people.
Killing good people doesn't tend to pay very well. It's the dangerous, twisted, bloody sons of bitches who fetch the highest bounty. That's why they're my specialty.
I have no more questions.
If you have any more, come to me. I have some experience and I'm willing to share.
I want to know about your last client.
He decided to remain anonymous, but I suspect his name was Willardus. I'd already struck off a few lesser demons for him, and later in Kenabres a stronger one, and in the battle for Dresden, the client insisted I kill the demon with a dagger he gave me, and tell the wretch that Willardus said hello. According to my client, 1 stab would be enough. But it turned out differently. The demon survived, a stain on my reputation. I don't know why he got it wrong. Simple incompetence, or did he set me up to fail? Either way, I'd love to have another chat with this Willardus.
I want to know more about you. Let's just do that, all of it.
I know what you're asking. How did someone like me end up in these lands? A warrior without kith or kin, or godly blessing, or crusader's mantle? Many have asked the same thing.
Tell me about your past.
I was born in Daggermark, the city of thieves, murderers and poisoners. I soldiered for a while, served in the infantry under Jalor Klovesh. Didn't take long to realise there's 2 types of Daggermark soldiers. There's the dumb thugs who need to be bossed around, then there's the venturous lads who use the title to do murder and extortion for hire. You can guess which ones I fell into. I knew the rules of the game, and the wealthy often called on me to solve their problems or get a leg up on their competition. Then I got into a quarrel with an officer, and I left the service and became an independent contractor. It turns out, outside Daggermark, there's a lot fewer specialists who fit my profile. A proper assassin can get paid very well. The job took me all over Avestan before I came here.
You'll be chaotic. Good for you for leaving the army. Soldiers are the same as assassins, only they work for the politicians and they don't get paid.
Very true. And in Daggermark, they don't make much effort to hide it.
Do you have a family? My people don't brook trade with assassins. The family I'm from are honest merchants and loyal worshippers of Torag. By now they must think I'm dead. They'd be appalled if they find out how things really stood. The dwarf grows grim, and his strong teeth clench his pipe until it cracks. As for my other family, aye, I've got one of those too. On my travels I met a woman, fair and kind. For her I laid down my weapons, got a house, became a simple city dweller. We had a daughter. We lived like that for a year and a half, before the road called me back. I loved her, but that life, it was like I was being buried alive. I was ready to kill myself, just to end the torturous meaninglessness. Oh, mate, family can give you meaning. Only the road could cure me of those thoughts. But for some reason, I keep going back to that house I once lived in, to the woman I once loved, to the daughter I don't even really know and who doesn't know me. I watch from afar. I don't have the right to return to their lives. Mora, my daughter. I don't know what she is to me. The biggest mistake of my life, or the greatest mark I'll leave on the world. But she could have gone travelling with you, couldn't she? Greybor frowns and nods to you. Yes, but I'm not made for family life, nor she for life on the road. Does that mean I'm a villain? Well, what brought you to the Worldwound? The dwarf shrugs. There's a lot of good jobs here, and not many competitors. A lot of dangerous demons, and every one of them has gobbled up someone's son, wife, or best friend. And who do they come to for vengeance? To the Crusaders? They're bound up by their orders, and they lack the necessary skills. The people who hire me don't want to wait until the crusade ends, if it ever will. That's where I come in, ready to deliver targeted vengeance today, for a generous fee. Well, what's your opinion on the crusade? I'd lie if I said I see much difference between me and the Crusaders. Times now aren't like they were during the First Crusade. Nowadays, the ranks of the Crusaders are filled with fugitives, opportunists, exiled nobles, fortune hunters, the lads who just plain love carnage. And all of them should thank the gods that the Worldwound is still open. Otherwise, they'd be busy with robbery and murder. And when they met me on the street, they'd not be wearing noble scowls, but taking off their hats and addressing me as Sir. We're not going to do... I don't think we're going to do any... We'll just do the neutral option. Sounds logical, because yeah, we're not going to... I think Nest would agree with him that a lot of the Crusaders... She doesn't really like the formal military, and a lot of the Crusaders are just, you know, people looking to do other stuff. Sounds logical, although not many Crusaders would agree with you. They have the right to their opinion, just as I do. You've satisfied my curiosity. You know, you're the first among my clients to ask such questions. We can stop here. Greybor nods silently and focuses on lighting up a freshly packed pipe. Okay. Let's go out, I think. We'll make our way to Kenabres for Lann's quest. He wants us to go and pick up the mongrels. I think it would be good to do so. I've done a lot of selling as well before I started the... Anything going on with the theatre? Nope. Get your head out of the clouds. Rehearsal isn't over yet.
Careful now.
Okay, onto the road. Oh, I did quickly look it up into with regards to the Hell Knight quest. And apparently they're just east of Dresden. And seeing as we just went towards the east, I felt like we should have spotted it. But maybe there's like a gap in the road that we've travelled, so maybe it's there instead. We shall have a look.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything. This is the ruins of Ashbury Hamlet. Okay, we got attacked by some enemies.
Can we retreat already?
Oh, we didn't level up Lann, did we? That's fine. This does not worry me. Darren, give us a prayer. Well, Lann is still strong. Got how powerful he can be. Bring that down there. Do haste. Oh, and you can do that as a swift action. Wait, let's put the quicken rod there.
Cover me, all right?
So we know when to use it. Ember, just do a scorching ray. When did it extend automatically? End of the line. Nice. Let's level up Lann now, just while I remember to. We're just keeping him in the Zen Archer field. So it shouldn't be too complicated. Diamond Body. A monk gains immunity to poisons of all kinds. That sounds pretty good, actually. Let's go with that one.
Are we in
And let's
trouble
look at his
yet?
gear as well. I'm sure there's some stuff we can give him. Could give him the lesser braces of archery. Wouldn't hurt. And we have some spare dexterity belts, don't we? Just so long as there's no one else that would benefit from that more. No, Nesta's got that. Ivy's got the strength one. Why is there a... Oh, she's fatigued, that's why. Okay, we'll give... We could give her the Belt of Demonic Shadow. So that means every time she casts a spell, she'd summon, because it's not that important for her to have dexterity. Or we just give her the dexterity belt for now. We'll maybe try that later. It's more important. While wearing this belt, a monk can spend 1 key point to enshroud the target's heart and lungs in a fine veil of emerald. Okay, we'll give that to Lann, seeing as he's the only monk. Okay. Oh, so the demon army is just there. We'll let them come to us rather than going to them. And before we rest, we will... Let's do an attack on this army here. Seeing as we've got full magic now, we can be liberal with our fireballs. Well, especially as we're up against drakes. I think they're somewhat nastier. Yeah, just take them out. Bring them out of the fight. And use the sorcerers there. Oh, and they get another go. Wonderful. That's what we like to see. Yeah, drakes hit hard, but we hit harder. Great. Did it all in one round. That's what we like to see. The reeking, blood-smeared lair of rift drakes is filled with bones intermingled with treasures. These were not valuable for the monsters, but those fiends couldn't control their greed. Found 5,000 resource points. Where is the Hell Knight outpost meant to be then, if not? If not over here. I'm not going to worry about it for now. Let's just head back. Yeah, we can rest. Just do a quick one. Wolge, if you're the best at camouflaging now, you can go there. Lann?
Pearls of wisdom from Brother Woljif. When you eat in a tavern, you don't have to pay. Just make sure to sit close to the door.
You're a dine and dasher, Woljif. Why am I not surprised? Okay. And we've got our movement back now. Oh, where are the, we were bringing down some... Yeah, some of these ones, weren't we? We have another army that has barbarians in it, don't we? Is it? It's not this army. Oh, there are our wolf riders. Wow, it converted to 18 rather than I figured it would give you a bit more. There are barbarians. Okay. You sit there, and then you barbarians, you head over here to kind of group up with them. And then this army can plow through, I think. Keep attacking. Water elementals. Okay. Quite strong water, quite a strong amount of water elementals, it would seem. That's fine. Try and kill this one if you get lucky with a high roll. Close enough. See if we can bait them into attacking the dogs. Okay, still try and finish off this smaller group. Cool. That's fine. Fireball them here. Wonderful. See if the archers can kill them. Close enough. Magic missile. And then the Hell Knights should do a decent job with the rest. Okay, and then let's, yeah, just keep up the attack. Oh, they get one more shot. That's nice. Just take out this one. We'll save the magic and just do this with our troops. Great. The Crusaders see a tiny but magnificent mountain lake filled with clear cold water. Even demons couldn't disturb its peace and were chased away by powerful water elementals. This remote site is obviously the source of water power, blessed by spirits of the plane of water. Daily energy points income increased. Lovely. Oh, we got a level up. Do you want more spells? Breath of Life. That's a heal spell. Good Hope. Plus 2 bonus to attack and initiative. All units in the army gain +1 to attack. Ice Storm. Let's take Ice Storm. Just in case we come across something that's immune to fire damage. Like fire elementals or Brimarax. The power is, so that's 8 to 51. And that's also 8 to 51. It's about the same, really. Just seeing a whole cluster of 200 get blown up is that doesn't get old. I'd rather take out the drakes first though, because the cultists will take time to move, while the drakes will just attack. Will attack with a ranged attack, won't they? Oh. Not a fan of that. Okay, let's do some healing then. Try and get our infirmary size down. (9 to 31). Okay, it's the same amount of damage, so Scorching Ray is better. It's cheaper. Perfect. Right, we'll get everything back. The heal came in handy. I forget the Drake's attack is an area of effect. It's a bit rougher. The Crusaders discovered the secret lair of the cultists who fed the meat of the prisoners to a pack of evil drakes. The brood of monsters is destroyed. Their eggs, covered in rotten mould, are broken. Daily finance points increase. Always like to see that. I guess in this area now there's just this fort. But that fort is level 10, so I'm not going to rush to deal with that, I don't think. We'll just circle this army back around. And then this army still has no movement. Let's run out and meet this approaching army in the field, I think. And what's the Song of Seasons? Each unit restore HP and allied units and deals magic to adjacent enemy units at the end of the round. Okay, so that's better if they're up close. Okay. How are these ranged attackers? Pretty good, it seems. Okay. We'll do a... I'm not too worried about the dretches, because they love this stinking cloud attack more than anything else. Keep attacking the shears. That's a bit annoying. Okay, you go and help out them. The champions can do that. And the shield bearers can try and block the fighters. Let's try the Song of Seasons, because that deals damage to adjacent enemy troops, doesn't it? So we can try and take advantage of that. If we have a unit next to every enemy troop, then they will be that'll be given the most effect. Stop chasing them. It's not cool. There you go. That worked out quite well. And then we'll just help this out with a Scorching Ray. Move everything else up. Another Scorching Ray, and hopefully we can just finish it off with the bandits. Perfect. Song of Seasons is actually quite useful, it would seem. And she gets a level up. Oh, Master Maneuvers would be good. We'll take that. Means we can put extra troops into this. And seeing as we have extra troops hanging around, we will make use of it. Maybe we'll put the barbarians in her army. Or the Wolf Riders, could try them out. You guys go and hang out there. And you head back on up. So I'd like to merge with them as soon as possible. Anyway, that's enough of that for now. Let's get back on the road. How long will it take to travel back to Kenabres? 1 day and 22 hours. Characters are fatigued. Yep, we'll rest.
How are you able to think of jokes so quickly? I can't make jokes at all. So you've seen how fast a paladin can bring up their shield to fend off a blow? It's the same thing. Takes years of practice.
So you're saying your comedy is a defense mechanism, Lann? Sure what it sounds like. Where else have we got armies to deal with? Well, there's loads down here. Maybe before we do that level 10 army, we will go do the stuff that's down there. Okay, bellow fighters can swap with the wizards. So the bellow fighters are oh no, I want you to travel there, not click on them. Okay, so barbarians seem to be quite good based on the estimates there. Wizards, you come over here. I might put you into the into our second main army. And you can just go and hang out here. Right, back to the road. We're going to have to rest again. It stopped us. Why did it stop us? So we can move the army again. Great. Okay, you headed down here. Take you a while to get down there, but it's fine. Let's put the barbarians into this army. And yeah, continue travelling. One more rest. We'll be alright with the abyssal corruption, at least. Oh yeah, I need to buy more stuff so I can do that as well.
I wish your father was still alive. I'd shake some sense into him. What was he thinking dragging a child into war?
Yes. I'd like for my dad to be alive too.
Yeah, Amber, your dad really messed up, I think, with you. Because your mum didn't want you to go join the Crusades, and he ran off on his own. Or he could have run off on his own, but he decided to run off with you, and then the first thing that happened when he arrived was that he was you were both burned at the stake. Okay, so the augmentation's finished there. Oh, we've got loads of events. Okay. The fate of the altar of the first retriever. The craftsmen are ready to use the web enveloping the altar of the first retriever to create a relic for the commander. A decision needs to be made on what kind of relic this is going to be. Let's go... Oh. So this is light armor that has no... Oh, very low failure chance. And quite a high dexterity rate. So that might be nice, actually. Could maybe give that to Nest. Or we could just go the shirt. Let's just do the shirt. Skillful tailors wove a magnificent garment from the webs of the first retriever. And restoration. Dresden was built long ago, and compared to modern fortifications, its construction is hopelessly obsolete. The officers wish to rebuild the fortress and are arguing over what should be done first, to reinforce the defences or to expand the streets to make the quartermaster's job easier and expedite supply deliveries. So we can expand the streets, reinforce the defences. What's the effect of both of those? Adds 1,000 logistics experience points. Okay, that's nice. Reinforcing the walls. Is it military? Adds 400 military experience points. Do not spend money on the... No, we're not going to do... We're going to do something. Adds 100. Invite architects from the Order of the Nail. Adds 100 military experience points and 250 diplomacy experience points. Unlocks the Help of the Nail decree. What does that do? 10 Hellmites are recruited at the commander's headquarters. I feel like logistics doesn't get leveled up that much. We'll expand the streets. As much as I'd like more Hell Knights, we have quite a lot. By expanding the streets, the Dresden garrison will make it easier for the quartermasters to do their job. Markel, a fisherman from the village of Chili Creek, seeks an audience with the commander. We can do that when we get back home. The arrival of Yaka, a young hell. Okay, that's something else we can do when we get home. Decrees, we've got some open. We'll do the strengthen diplomatic connections first, and then nothing else can be done. Defenders of Freedom. Oh yeah, this is we had this one. We got this one the other time. Okay. Right, let's go and do Lann's quest, and then we've done enough out here. Oh, another army's coming up. Oh, it's really weak. That's fine. At least when it sends armies to attack, they're not especially strong. Enter. Oh, it feels like a long time ago that we were in Kenabres. We're really gonna have to travel from the northern gates to get here. Oh, that's the location we can enter. Okay. Let's have a look around. Oh no, it's just how you leave. Okay. I thought the gates were an actual location. Neathholm. Travel will take 5 hours. We're gonna have to rest again. Have you really not fixed up all these walls and things? It'd be nice if you had. Are we tired or are we alright? We're fine. Cool. Enter. It was a long time ago that we were here. This is where the very first few... one of the first areas of the game is down here.
That's easy.
Wonder if everything's alright. I don't think this will be a combat required thing. Now, where is everybody? Feels very empty.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Okay, there's some around here then. What, is it time to go? Chief Sol. Chief Sol sits silently, either deep in thought or dozing. He is holding a package. Lann. Chief, we're back. You won't believe where we've been, the things we've seen. You and the tribe need to come and see for yourselves. Sol flinches as if jerking awake. Ah, Lann and the Uplander. That was quick. But no, we won't be going anywhere. We won't be seeing any things. Chief Sol, we've come to take the mongrels to the surface. We were going to do it ourselves. I need to figure out how to do. We were going to do it ourselves. You think we lost our nerve? No, we have our reasons. No one said you were cowards. I came to say the way up is clear and we need you. The entire Crusade world needs you. Look, this is the commander of the 5th Crusade, and she is calling you to fight with her. Lann stops, looking closely at Sol. Or did something happen I don't know about? Wenduag came. She took Dryer. Oh, the merchant. Wenduag? She showed up again. I didn't think she'd be brazen enough. Clearly I underestimated her. What does she even want coming here? What happened here?
We waited. Such things shouldn't be rushed. We waited and waited. Wenduag came. She started talking, she did. Smooth as silk. Saying that Uplanders would kill us all. That we needed demon power to overcome them. But no one listened. She didn't like that. And the next day, Drya went out to gather healing moth. Wenduag took her alive. She left a message for us, warning us against trying to get out or else.
Let me guess, she'll only let you out if you obey her. Wenduag. I thought she couldn't stoop any lower. The chief nods silently and unwraps the package he is holding. Inside is a severed finger. How are the mongrels doing now?
They're troubled. Everything's in turmoil. We thought we should go get Drya, but go where? No one knows where Wenduag is. No one knows anything. So we wait, and we think.
You have one answer for everything. Wait and think. Lann throws up his hands. You've been doing this for decades. I don't know why I expected anything else. Where is Wenduag hiding?
How should I know? She is like a shadow. She disappeared without a trace, just slips away.
I think I know where she is. Wenduag and I had a secret spot. When she used to get upset or angry, she'd say she was going to live there forever. A big cave, warm and dry, and there's no way to sneak in without being seen. The perfect hideout. Alright, Chief, we'll bring back Drya and give Wenduag what's coming to her.
We are one tribe. We won't go anywhere without Drya. Just get her back, and we can go be crusaders.
We'll take care of everything, Chief, I promise.
Precisely.
Find Wenduag in her secret den. Do we have an indication where that is? Okay, it's down here. It says it's down here anyway. So we just got to rob you first. Got to take all your stuff before we go and get Wenduag. If you didn't see it or have understandably forgotten because it was a long time ago, at the start of the game we met Lann and Wenduag together, and one of the first sort of big choices you can make is which one of them you're gonna support. You find out Wenduag is basically willing to do anything for power and has been working with demons, so she's the evil choice, whereas Lann's the more lawful or good choice. Okay, seeing as this is Wenduag's cave, let's buff up. I'll do that off camera though. That will be there. Okay, all buffed up. Let's go see how Wenduag's doing. Wenduag, sitting over a corpse that has been ripped to shreds, looks up and notices you.
Look who's come back. Did Saul come crying that I was holding Drya hostage? What a snitch.
Lann shudders. You knew her. She was one of us.
So what if I knew her? What does it matter? I do what I want. I don't care what other people think.
You killed one of your own.
I make sacrifices to Savamelech in exchange for his blessings. But this fool... Oh, I killed her for pleasure. I clawed her heart out with my bare hands.
Wenduag smiles. You are absolutely insane. Admit it, Wendu. You're just broken. Wenduag chuckles.
You keep underestimating me, Lann. You'll die with that same surprised look on your face.
How does this help you? Now Sol will know you have nothing to hold over him. Wenduag licks her lips, her eyes glowing green in the dark.
Will he find out? How exactly? Do you really think you're getting out of here?
You're alone. We can easily overpower you.
I'm not alone, Lann. My master has not left me. Even now I feel his cold breath on my neck.
Wenduag's voice drops to a whisper.
He is watching.
Lann looks around. There's no one here.
He doesn't have to be here to know and see everything.
So you've been hiding in this cave the whole time? Like a rat? Wenduag stretches and licks her lips lazily. Attack me and you will find out how I've been spending my time. We've been killing demons and you've been practicing on cave slugs. It won't be much of a fair fight. I had a good teacher. He opened my eyes to many things, my master, Savamelech. Enough talking, you murderer.
You'll make a fine trophy.
Yeah, somehow, Wenduag, I don't think you're going to come out of this well.
Stab you or zap you. Why not both?
We used all the quickens. Now, why is it all reach down there? We need the quicken one there. Okay, we've got quicken, empower, and reach. Okay, yeah, they're all where they should be. Do a swift scorching ray and then do evil eye, please. Thank you, Ember. Ivu, run up. Attack. You two, Ulrig.
No, not like this.
Yeah, that was over incredibly quickly, Wenduag. Your master didn't show up. Wenduag jumps back, clutching at her wound, but immediately falls on her knees. Enough! That's enough. I want to talk to you. What is there to talk about? It's not too late yet. I, the unworthy Wenduag, will serve you. I realize now you are the chosen one of the gods. There has never been anyone like you. Allow me to become your slave. Lann looks at his former friend with unconcealed revulsion. This is too much even for you. Stop it. I can't watch you humiliate yourself. I don't know who you are, but you are not Wenduag. I will be everything my mistress commands. Do we want Wenduag to come along? I mean, she is offering for... I don't want her to be our slave, but if she's... I'm willing to give her a redemption arc, I guess. So the evil option is... So the evil is dismissing her. Why is that a diplomacy check? So our good option is you've made a lot of mistakes, Wenduag, but you can atone for them. Admitting your weakness is the only path to true strength. A neutral, do you understand now that the power given to you by the demons is worth nothing? You don't need these so-called gifts of the abyss to become stronger. Yeah, there's just an evil option of just interesting specimen of it, just insulting her, I guess. Okay, we'll try the good check. You've made a lot of mistakes, Wenduag, but you can atone for them. Admitting your weakness is the only path to true strength. Failed. Okay. I think it will take a lot more effort to convince such a practiced liar. Yes. Yes, you are right. I was wrong. I'm a lonely worm, not capable of understanding your wisdom. But I will try. I will try like never before. Now I realize I must serve you, the strongest of the strong. Allow me to become your slave. So much flattery out of the blue. You've outdone yourself, Wendu, but you've overplayed your hand. I don't believe a word you say. Yeah, I think because we failed the diplomacy check, I don't really buy her attitude. I'm kind of agreeing with Lann. You deserve death for what you've done. You are stronger than me, yes. But this is the right kind of strong. To decide who lives and who dies. Wenduag cringes. You think you have the right to condemn me because some higher beings notice you? No. Your strength gives you the right to decide. Only your strength. You're raving, Wendu. You don't understand anything, Lann. The strong can do anything. They can live and decide who else lives or dies. But that will never be you. You are weak inside and always will be. Nest, are you going to kill me because I will surpass you? Are you? Tell me. Lann lowers his voice, talking to you. Tell her what she wants to hear. Even a deranged mind deserves one last mercy. Yeah, I think we're going to kill her, but we'll give her that peace. Yes, by killing you now, I will eliminate a serious opponent in the future. Wenduag chuckles with satisfaction and closes her eyes. Yes, I wouldn't have spared you either, my enemy. Learn from the best, Lann. Lann looks at her sadly. May your soul find peace wherever it ends up, since it clearly didn't find it here. I know we could have had Wenduag as another member of our party, but I had no intention of using her, and I didn't especially want to have to talk to her and do all the kind of conversation stuff. I think it made sense to kill her, as there was not really any kind of convincing evidence that she was gonna be loyal to us. The body of Dryer, the mongrel trader, has been ripped apart as if by a pack of wild dogs. Oh, poor woman. Because I think Dryer was female. I don't know, but poor person. That is a horrible fate for anybody, really. And Wenduag was definitely too crazy to trust, and too kind of just blinded by desire for strength to trust. You returned! Good for you! What of Dryer? What of Wenduag? One of the mongrels looks at you gloomily. You couldn't save her, could you? Lann, you went up against Wenduag. That's tough enough. None of us had the guts. It's good that you didn't. Sull is old. He couldn't have buried all these bodies. But now everything's over. No one is threatening you anymore. Unfortunately, Dryer is dead, but Wenduag has paid for her death with her own. Sol lowers his head. We've lost two of our own, Dryer and Wenduag. I suppose there must be some curse on us. A black stain on all our lives. No more dark times, Chief. We're going up. Starting over. We can't put it off anymore. It's time for the underground crusaders to become crusaders on the surface. Sol lets out a coarse, gurgling sigh. Well, when it's time, it's time. Lead on, Lann. Lann raises his hands in defense. No, Nesta's our commander. She will lead you. Sol turns to you and straightens up with effort. Well, Commander, thank you for not forgetting us. We are crusaders. You are the crusade commander. Lead the way and we shall follow. There we go. I think I had in my head that Wenduag played more of a role in future parts of the story. Or maybe she does if you keep her alive, and by killing her we've cut that off, but it's probably for the best. Saves me having to keep looking over my shoulder when it comes to her. I don't know why everyone moves so slowly when you click on the area exit, but... Okay, I think with that we'll just leave Kenabres and then end for today, I think. We can teleport back to the... I wonder if there's actually anything in the market square that we can do now. I'm not sure. Location not available. There you go. Thank you for answering that easily. It's strange that this gate is still broken. I feel like it would be a lot nicer if you could just go through that gate rather than travelling all the way around. Oh, hello, Georgie. The cat's come to say hello. I think, yeah, she's a little bit hungry, I think. Teleport yourselves back to Dresden. Oh, we got more recruitment. Oh. Oh, are these the mongrels? Cool. Oh, there's so many different armies to manage. Okay, you all come here. You come and join this army, the army with the paladins in. Just like grouping things up so you're not constantly moving around armies of 1s and 2s that are fairly useless. You also travel down here. Yeah, keep making your way over here. And oh, now that they're here, let's slip the barbarians in. It's now a level 6 army, that's nice. And the wizards, you come here too. And then let's recruit. I wish you could automate some of this, but I think you need to do most of it manually, which is another element that adds to the tedium of it, I guess. We've got a ton of resources now. We could get more paladins now. Okay, we'll do that. Might as well get more barbarians, but first we'll move these down. Add the paladins to this lonely 2. And then this army can go there. So they're ready to merge with them. Oh, I feel like every time I try to reduce the amount of armies that are just hanging around, I always end up with more. Okay, more barbarians. You travel down here too. Merge with these barbarians. I don't know, maybe you can name them. If you can name them, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do that, so they're a bit easier to manage. They're fine there. Visit the court and talk to Aranka. Before I do that, I'm going to... I think we had some things on the... Yeah. Diplomatic relations have improved. The Diplomatic Council requests that the Crusade leader attend their meeting and receive an update report. A Holy Relic of Desna... Oh, that's not a decree. Oh, I've got loads of decrees available now. Get down, Georgie. I'm gonna make a mess. Do the widening the streets. Oh, the Bell of Mercy is one of those ones as well. I want to do that as soon as possible. It's all just relic stuff that we can do now. Oh no, we have to do the enchanting the altar of the first retriever. Okay, yeah, get that done. So it's out of the way. I think we'll wait till next time to do the actual events in the court, but we'll go up to our court and talk to Aranka, and then probably end it there for today. Georgie's wanting me to end it. Oh wait, no, we want to get rid of Lann. Sorry, Lann. I don't know why, but I feel like bringing a Ruchelet to your camp is a must because she's so tied into the Desnan side of things. It'll take 5 hours, really. We've got 2 demon armies approaching. Okay, there's a 5 there. Maybe we'll hire another general, seeing as we've got so much money. Georgie, get off. Your habit of biting ankles is not fun. It's 4,000 now for a general, but we've got quite a few. I'll look at this next time. Or maybe even do it off camera, so you'd have to keep watching me just move these units around. Aranka, what do you want to talk about? Aranka waves at you. Hey, look, I'm working on a new arrangement for our song, Starwood Gaze. Ilks and I can't decide on how we should go about it. Should the song be more tranquil or more cheerful? Ilks, we're aware that the melody is infused with power, at least when you're the one to sing and play it. So the changes may have consequences. I prefer the more tranquil and harmonious version, but Aranka wants to add some vigour. Why don't we make it so that the tune is tranquil when you sing and play it the usual way, but cheerful when you do it backwards? Oh, it could be done, I suppose, but we need a more talented composer than I could ever hope to be. Nah, that's boring. I like it when songs say things like, the rat dragon dragged on the snapdragon, and you think, how many dragons? I wonder what the effect. I don't know what the effects are going to be, but I like it. Let's make the song more cheerful. If you think so, we'll do just that. I have no idea what the effect of that is, but maybe we'll find out. Okay. We need to rest at some point, don't we? Yeah, we need to rest to recover our abilities. I think that's a good. I'll do a rest first, and then we can leave it. Aruchelet is better at camouflaging. Woljif, you're back on Night Watch. You always have so many curious things in your bag. I've never seen anything like them. Can I touch them? Sure, why not? But I'm watching you. We got the Aruchelet accent got stuck a bit. Does the abyssal corruption not go down when you rest in your camp? I thought that was the whole point. Maybe it just doesn't go up. Okay. Let's leave it there. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to post videos from this series daily, so you can subscribe if you want to follow it, or leave a like or a comment if you're feeling generous. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.